Welcome to this module. We will be performing the installation of the PIV IDMS. There's four main areas that we will be performing. First, we'll be installing the web server SSL certificate. Next, we'll be installing the operator certificates for both the CMS and the IDMS. Next, we'll walk and install the IDMS step by step. And then finally, we will apply the SSL configuration and app pool settings to complete the installation. So here I am on my operating system. The first thing I want to do is install my SSL certificates. So I will launch my IIS manager, point to the server certificates, and then here I will import a SSL certificate I've already generated. So I'll locate that on the disk, specify it, press open, and then you'll notice I'm going to install this into the web hosting and allowing the certificate to be exported. And then I will put the password in and press OK. Okay, so now that we have the SSL cert installed, let's install the CMS and IDMS operators. So the first one is the CMS operator cert. I'm going to install it in the local store and then also mark it as exportable. These are required by IIS. So we'll mark the key as exportable, enter the password, and press next. Next, we'll install the IDMS operator certificate. We can put this in the local store and we can just enter the password here. There's no need to mark this key as exportable. So now that we've had our SSL set up as well as the operator certificates, we will now install the PIV IDMS. You'll locate the installation binary and run as administrator. Next, you'll read the terms and press next. Here, we're going to test the connection to the CMS, so enter the CMS DNS name, and that's the DNS name on the certificate of the CMS server, and then press test CMS connection. You can see here we have a valid test. Next, we'll run some validations to make sure our IIS was set up properly. And then here we'll select our IDMS client certificate. Press save and then press next. Here, this will be your IDMS site information. This is the DNS name of where you will be installing your IDMS server. It's important that the SSL certificate have the same DNS name in it to prevent any name mismatches. After that, you'll select the SSL certificate and then confirm the information and press next. Here we'll point to our SQL Server database. I'm using an IP address here, but you can also use DNS. You'll specify SQL authentication, and then you will enter your password and then test the connection. After that, you can install your database. The database install will be successful when it completes. And then here, the application or the installer will install all the rest of the binaries for the IDMS server. Okay, so after we've installed the IDMS server, now we need to do some final touches on our IIS settings. So the first thing we'll do is go back to IIS Manager and we will apply the bindings to the new IDMS website. So expand that, select bindings, and then we'll add the SSL binding and you will specify the certificate that you installed in the first phase. Press OK and you can close. The next thing we'll do is enforce SSL on this site, require and enforce client certificates, and then apply change. Finally, we'll set our application pool to the correct identity to read the certificate that's in the local store. So we'll specify local system account, and then we'll press OK. Stop and start your app pool, and then you can minimize your IIS manager. So the next phase is we're going to log into the IDMS. So you'll put the HTTPS, your DNS name, and then /, the letters ANG. And then just press enter and you'll be prompted for your IDMS certificate that you installed in the first phase. So then press the continue button, and then after you're logged in, a quick connection test to the credential management system will be performed. So click the administration tab after you've logged in, and then the system connections, and then scroll down and press check for your CMS. And there we have it. The installation is complete and ready to go.